Harry back again. How you doing, guys? Just a video here. I've still got the problem with my PC here. I did try and fix a water leak on the HarryH-E-MTB block just under here the other day, and as you can see, it's still leaking from under here. You see the liquid on the fluid on there. So what I've got, I have an very old EK block here, CSQ, which I took out of my gaming rig because I didn't like the circles on it, but it's still in good nick. I've just taken the Intel bracket off and put this one on, put a new plate inside there because the other one was for 2011 stock, had a very thin hole in it, very thin slit on the jet plate, so I took that out and I put the AMD one back in. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is drain the system out. I've got my drain set up there now, and take the block off, put this one on. I've probably got to rebend this tube here and this tube here. We'll see how things go, because I'm going to put this back on, and the spacings between here and the inlet and the outlet will probably be different on the EK than they are on this one, so we'll go from there, and I'm going to get started. I'm going to drain the system out. Wish I had a tripod, and right, I'll get everything set up and see if I can film it. Okay, just got the bowl set up on my stool out there. What I need to do, I do need to let some out first because the water level is quite high in there, which is above the water levels above here. So I need to try and get rid of some first. As you can see, a little bit's come out. Just going to see if I can get a little bit of air in here. Tell you what I'm going to do. Open one of these. Just put that up there so I can. Okay, you can hear it. Okay. I was lucky. I can just undo this more now. There's more water coming out. Liquid is all coming out here. It's good. No spillage at the moment. All draining out. And hopefully it'll all go into this bottom rad and into there. Probably got to shake the case around a bit to get rid of most of it. For all I know, I might even have to take the motherboard out. I'm not sure yet. Right, once I got all that done, got all that beat out, we can get going on taking the HarryH-E-MTB block out, and then I can show you exactly what the problem is. Okay, I got the EK CSQ block in, went in okay. Now this tube here seems to be okay. Excuse me. Maybe the top seal is just going to start sealing it again, but we'll check that out once once we put the liquid inside it, cooling fluid. So at the moment I'm just wary of this one. I'm just going to check now if this one from here, the return to there, fits. Okay, a couple of minutes, head back again. It does fit, but as you can see, this is not level like it was on the last one. The tube went in okay, so I'm just checking those and that. As you can see, it's not not quite level, but it doesn't matter on this one. I just want to make sure we got good joints on there, good contact between the CPU and the cooler. Right, I'm going to start putting the fluid back in. I've checked all these, check that, double check everything, and we'll see how she goes, but we'll see. Right, I'll get it all set up. Okay, back again now. I've just started to fill the loop up a bit, and we'll carry on at that. So I hope you can see this alright. See, I'm just filling this. This is the thing I use to fill it up, and I'm just going to trickle it in over at the reservoir. It's got a little bit more to put in before I come to the bottom of the fill port, and hopefully I'll switch it on and then we can see it all go through here. Hopefully everything is okay, but we'll soon see. And then if all goes well, I'm just trying to have a look at the rate of that. Anyway, okay, here we go. Let's switch the power on at the wall. Power is on. Got to put a bit more in here. These bay reservoirs, this one is an alpha cool, and it's quite difficult to fill it up with the pump going. You've got to be very careful because it spills out. A bit more now. See what happens now. If you're going to come through, fill up the block. Oh, I've got to put a bit more in. We'll soon see if that's leaking. See, this is what I got to use, this thing. It's got to go through a very small hole at the front here. I'll also put the pump speed back up to 5 once I get it returning back into here. So I've got to go careful there. And go another one more. It's going to fill this one up. I'm going to put the pump back on. So you'll watch this tube as it's coming back to. But I need to watch them drip in around this area here. So I'm going to put the pump back on. And just slowly, as it goes, I've got to slowly top up the res. As it seeps out, it bleeds it a bit. Touch more. As soon as I put the pump on 5, it should be a bit better. I've just got to, I can't point to anything because I've got my hands on the syringe and also watching the level of the reservoir. Okay, I'm just going to get a screwdriver for the pump. So the way I get to the pump is just in here. Well, I need a torch, flashlight. Okay, just in here is my pump speed. There you go. But that CSQ block I've had for years, and I just didn't like it on my gaming rig. I used to have the RAM cooling blocks in CSQ. Shit. And all the stuff, I just spilled it over the top because I was not concentrated. Fuck it. So you've got to be very careful with these bastard things. Fuck. Okay. That's that. So we'll just leave it around there. Let's have a look at that. Everything looks okay. So far so good. Just have a look in here. Yeah. Just let it bleed for a bit. Right. I'll leave it to bleed for about an hour. I'm just going to keep topping up the reservoir and tilt it back, and then you see lots more water coming out, lots more air coming out and going into the res. I need to get some more blue fluid. I just got here. I probably only need one more, so that will do. This is Mayhem's UV blue, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. See plenty of air going through there. I know it's not the best setup, guys, but I do my best with what I've got. Plenty of air going through there still, through the block. No leaks there at the moment. Like I say, it's an old block. I'm just glad I can put it to use now. After all those years of sitting in the cupboard. That must have been in the cupboard now for a good 4 years, I would say. 4.5 odd years. 2011 I built my gaming rig. And these were I think these were the new blocks out there. Some more air coming out that top rad. And I bought them and I put it in with because the X79 got the 2 sets of RAM blocks in there, and I bought 2 of them. Didn't like it, so when took me ages to try and find the ones, the standard ones without all them epoxy circles on. But I don't worry about that on this thing. It's just sitting over in the corner. Right, some more air coming out of there. Just move the light around a bit so you can see it. Still bleeding nicely. Right, I'm going to put some more of this. Put some more of the Mayhem's in here a second. It's just gone down a bit because of the air flowing through it. Bastard! I tell you, these are a bastard thing to. Fuck. Me not concentrating again. Putting the bastard water in too fast. You've got to be so fucking careful with this. Okay. I'll do for a minute until I do the bits and pieces to it. Okay. I'll let that bleed for an hour. And check it for leaks. Okay, she's been running for half an hour. Everything seems okay. No leaks around here at the moment, around the bottom of the block where it was leaking last time with the alpha cool. Hopefully no leaks up there. And take this one out. No leaks anywhere, hopefully. And I'll get it back over to where it should go. You see the water level up here now, about here. See, it's above the centre of this, so that's why I tilt the case back. I put that little block there underneath, tilt the case back a bit, put a bit more fluid in there. Right, I'll get it back into where she lives, and we'll boot it up and try some temperatures. Thermal paste on the block there is MX4. So see how that goes. Hopefully it's tight down okay, but we'll soon run Ada 64 on her for an hour, see how she goes. Right, I'll get back over there, get back to you.